And we put your breath to the test. A new meter can actually measure how bad it smells. Is your breath up for the challenge? Oh, now you're quiet. You weren't quiet a second ago. Wonderful city audience that we have this morning. We have some information you'll want to hear before you get around people like in the audience or your co-workers. We know you brushed your teeth. You brushed your teeth this morning, right? Was it enough to zap that morning breath? That's what we want to know. 65 million, an estimated 65 million Americans deal with bad breath. So Taryn Winterbrill, not one of them, tackles this tough topic so we can all breathe a little easier.
In the blockbuster movie, The Devil Wears Prada, aspiring journalist Andrea Sachs may not know much about fashion.
Did someone eat an onion bagel?
But she does know the devil is in the details. Like bad breath. The medical term is halitosis, and 90% of it is caused by bacteria that lodge in the grooves of your tongue and wedge between your teeth and gums, emitting foul-smelling culprits called volatile sulfur compounds. These bad breath bacteria multiply when exposed to acids, like coffee and orange juice, and anything with sugar. So we went to a man who calls himself the bad breath guru, Dr. Harold Katz, who developed his own line of products to control bad breath.
Now, you were saying that actually doesn't...
That's a great way to smell your hand.
Okay.
If you want to smell your breath, what you do is you lick the back of your hand like this. Make sure you lick your own hand.
Yikes. Or you can use a halimeter, a machine that detects those smelly volatile sulfur compounds in bad breath. Any score over 100 means your breath stinks.
Now, your tongue is shiny. That's a good sign.
A score of 52 means yours truly has great breath.
All right, I'll take that.
But what if I decide to grab a quick bite at the deli?
Can I get an onion bagel with scallion cream cheese, please? Ate the whole bagel, Dr. Katz.
Okay.
Now remember, before I scored a proud 52. But after gobbling up the entire onion bagel, my breath score skyrocketed to 296.
Oh, your tongue is good. You don't have a pierced tongue.
I used to.
Breath score, 28.
You have fresh breath.
Oh my God. Ready, aim, fire.
83, 120.
Breath score, 120.
How about your friends? Do they have bad breath?
Oh, I'm sure they do. You better try them.
130.
Oh,
130 is even higher than yours.
That's not good.
Breath score, 140.
140.
I just ate a sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich.
You need to read the Bad Breath Bible.
You're getting into bad breath territory, my friend.
Breath score, 190. Wowza.
So what do you...
Well, one of the important things we tell everyone in our clinics, drink more water.
Breath score, an all-time high of 530.
wow. So I don't understand, how come the cigar smoke doesn't kill all the germs?
No, smoke creates an environment that germs love.
Oh, boy.
But at last, a breath of fresh air. Breath score, 68.
So now everyone would know that I have fresh breath. Listen to that, guys. Listen to that.
Oh my goodness. You should have heard the crowd in here every time somebody was in the breath. Whoa! Especially the last one with the cigar. Oy. For more on keeping your breath fresh, we turn to Dr. Nancy Rosen. She is a cosmetic and restorative dentist here in New York City. She's going to tell us some of the newest products to help us out here.
Yes.
Mouthwash, you think, you've heard, if it burns, if it stings, it must be working, but that's not true, is it?
That's not true.
Right.
The sting is from the alcohol, and alcohol dries out the mouth. And bacteria love a dry environment, and it makes them reproduce and flourish more. So there are so many great mouth rinses that don't have alcohol in it, like Crest Pro Health, Breath RX, the biotin, and they work great.
Yeah, I've used this especially when I was going through some treatment because I would really get dry mouth, and it was really very effective. So you said if you don't have saliva moving, that's when you can get into trouble.
Yes, you get into trouble.
Okay.
You get into trouble.
So this is over the counter.
Yes.
This is prescription mouthwash?
This is prescription mouthwash
Wow.
dispensed only by a dentist. Now, that doesn't mean everybody should be calling their dentist saying,
Okay.
hey, I want this. This is specifically for people who have chronic gum infections,
Yeah.
for people who have gum and bone disease, where the over-the-counter rinses are just not going to help them and they need a little bit more help.
Yeah, because we're making light of it, but there's some people, it's really a condition that they can't really have any control over because of, as you said, the bones and things like that.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so this is for them. This tongue scraper, how do you do it without gagging, first of all?
You know, don't feel badly. Everybody gags a little
I heard someone over
bit.
there saying that.
But if you're brushing and you're flossing, that's wonderful, but bacteria live in between the taste buds and the tongue, so we have to make sure that we're scraping our tongue to get those bacteria out so we don't have bad breath.
And these are is this the same scraper, these different types?
There
or?
are different types, you
Okay.
know, whatever
Like the
works
brush.
for the patient is my favorite.
Okay. And if you're in the audience right now and you're a little self-conscious, little sugarless gum?
Sugarless gum, not only does it not promote tooth decay, it keeps your mouth hydrated. And bacteria does not, remember, bacteria likes a dry mouth, so we want to keep our mouth hydrated.
Nancy, thank you so much. I'm just looking over. There's so many people that are like this right now. You know, see that? Yeah, you are. You can find tips on fighting bad breath at our website at abcnews.com. Coming up, the Queen.